What's up, guys? Here with my boy Nick, getting ready to do a review on Addium for you guys. So if you don't know what it is, go look it up, addium.com. We won't bore you guys with that. We're gonna take one pill each right now. It is 10:55 a.m. and we're gonna keep you guys updated in real time and let you know what's going on. All right, so we're an hour into the Addium experiment. So far, not a huge kick. There's caffeine in Addium, so there's been a quick boost of energy, very similar to like an energy drink or a cup of coffee or something like that. And it is a lot easier to concentrate. Staying focused on the books, the words, whatever we're reading is becoming a lot easier, but nothing too crazy. Definitely not limitless yet. The niacin made us a little hot, but other than that, still haven't seen anything crazy. Nick, what about you, man?
Okay, so about 15 minutes in, I felt this little heat in my stomach, which might have been the niacin.
Okay.
Because I didn't know about that until just about now. I noticed that I could not take my eyes off of my book page.
Yeah.
Even though I wanted to, sometimes my thoughts would stray, but I would keep looking at it like I couldn't pull away.
Yeah.
Which ultimately did enhance my concentration.
So we're pretty zoned in right now, but again, we want to see what Addium can do. It's only 500 milligrams. So we don't know exactly how much of each substance is in here. We've got caffeine, GABA, alpha GPC, a lot of nootropics, vitamin B3, which is the niacin. So we got a lot of nootropics in here that are meant to help our brains work a lot faster, a lot more efficient, improve memory, concentration, focus, overall cognitive energy. So we really want to see what it can do. We don't want to just, take one and say that was that. Just for you guys, we are definitely going to find out today what Addium can do. So we are an hour in, and Nick and I are going to take our second one. All right, number 2, here we go. And it is now 11:57 a.m. We took the first one at 10:55, and it's now 11:57, so just a little bit over an hour and the second one. So we'll keep you guys updated and we'll be back. All right, it's officially 2 hours after the first pill, an hour after our last pill. It is now 12:58 p.m. and yeah, I'm not feeling too genius right now. Nick and I have been talking. We've been reading, playing Scrabble, trying to see if we could remember stuff that we had forgotten, like the memory enhancing nootropics in the Addium are supposed to do. Still feel pretty regular. I mean, yeah, I don't really feel any different. How you feel?
I feel the same.
The same as the first one?
Yeah, the same as the first one. I had expected the second one to kick in.
I did too.
And at least overlap, symptoms of the pill, but I guess it didn't work.
Needless to say, we're a little frustrated by this being so hyped up, especially to be compared to Limitless, which I love that movie, by the way. I was really looking forward to that being, the Addium being like that.
Something at least close,
Yeah, and
that just made the movie a major dramatization.
Honestly, yeah. From what I read online, it looks like Adderall is probably closer to the Limitless pill than Addium is.
Feels like it.
Have you taken it?
Have you taken Adderall?
I haven't.
I've taken Adderall before, and I think Adderall has a better effect than this thing did on me.
There you go. Here's a guy who's actually done both now. We are 2 hours into the experiment, an hour after our second pill. I'm gonna take a third. If you think that we're crazy and that we're about to OD, you can see that we're clearly very coherent. There's nothing wrong with either one of us. They're 500 milligrams a piece, so it's not like they're crazy strong or anything. And obviously people do a lot worse stuff to their bodies. I'm very stubborn and I'm very persistent, and I spent not a crazy amount of money, but I spent enough money to want to get the effect that I was promised. That Nick and I chose to do this together because we wanted to be sure we were getting an honest review of the product, to see how it would affect both of us differently. And yeah, we're both pretty much in the same boat, so a little disappointed. It says unlock your brain's potential. Is your brain's potential unlocked?
No, maybe the key is jammed or something.
And if you guys are wondering, we did eat food drink water, everything beforehand. Or whoever thinks, you know, candida overgrowth or whatever is stopping the effects of the supplements, we've taken 2 in 2 hours. So even if we did have extreme candida overgrowth, I feel like we definitely would have felt a little something.
Besides a slight more concentration.
Yeah, and by slight, we really mean slight.
Like
I'm gonna go for a third. I've completely dedicated this day to seeing what Addium can do. But at this point, I'm going to tell anyone watching this video to save your money. 1:06 p.m. Third Addium of the day in 3 hours. We're gonna go back to doing what we do, and we'll be sure to update you guys in a little bit and let you know how it's going. All right, it is now 2:01 p.m. We took the last and third Addium pill at 1:06 p.m. and bust. We're gonna walk you guys through what just happened in the last hour or so. For a split second, we did feel pretty big rush of like concentration and focus that only lasted for like maybe a few minutes, and then other than that, we went back to feeling pretty unaffected, rather normal like we are right now. But that led us to call the actual number on the bottle, which is 1-844-747-8532. We want to talk about the interesting experience that we had. When they answered the phone, they were very unprofessional. As far as they were laughing and giggling, and I could tell that the employees were joking around with each other when they answered the phone. I spoke to a lady, and though she did her job, what she was supposed to do, she had absolutely no information on Addium itself, which is actually like a pretty scary thing. My question to her was, could she explain the proprietary blend that is on the supplement facts right here? So it's a 500 milligram proprietary blend, and the only actual thing that it gives the serving amount of inside the pill is the vitamin B3, which is nice, and it gives you that hot sweaty effect, and also vitamin B6, which has 5 milligrams. And those are the only 2 things on the bottle out of the other like 9 ingredients that are on here that actually says how much is in each pill. So we don't know how much caffeine, we don't know how much GABA, we don't know how much alpha GPC, any of the other things that are in Addium, we don't know how much is actually in each serving. So that was my question to her, was could she explain that to me a little bit and tell me exactly what the proprietary blend is. She told me no, that she did not know what the actual ingredients were, and that they use the website, the Addium.com website, to handle all of their customer service. So if you guys go to the Addium.com website, you'll see that it's loaded with like great things about Addium, that is this awesome super brain enhancer nootropic, and all these great promises for memory, concentration, focus. You're supposed to just be awesome. You're supposed to just be a whole new you. And so that's the website that they use to handle all of their customers that call. So I asked her, had she taken Addium for herself, because I wanted to talk to someone who might know something about what I was feeling or what I was going through. And of course she hadn't. And not only had she not taken Addium, there was no one in the building, including her supervisor, that had never even taken the product. Like if you Google each one of these ingredients, I know you guys can't see this. If you go to the Addium ingredients on Addium.com, you can Google each one of these individually and see what effects it has on the brain. But we don't know how much of each is in the pill, so we don't know what we're gonna feel more or less of anything. We don't even know how much caffeine is in it. So how do we know that it's just not, you know, out of the 500 milligrams, how do we know that, you know, 400 of it isn't just caffeine? You're just having a crazy like caffeine rush, like drinking a bunch of coffee or something. So that was my question to him, and he was very nonchalant about it. He told me he didn't know, that it affects everyone differently, which obviously that was the point of us doing this experiment together, because we know it affects everyone differently, but somehow me and Nick are having the same no effects. His response was that he didn't know what I was looking for. He said, I don't know what feeling you're trying to get. I don't know what promises you thought the product had. And I referenced the Addium.com website, and you know, he made it very apparent to me that it is a supplement, that it's not meant to make you feel any different. It's not meant to make you do anything or feel anything. It's supposed to just be something that you take for no reason, apparently, I guess. I don't know. And I asked him, was there another branch of Addium that he could get us over to? Is there another phone number? Is there another branch of the company? Someone in the building who had taken it? And his reply to that was no, there was no other number. No, there was no other branch of the company. And he said that there could be, he wasn't sure. He said there could be someone who works for Addium in customer service who may have possibly taken Addium. Maybe. But he didn't know if they were free. He didn't know who had or hadn't taken it. So all these people just work for Addium and answer all of your questions and have no idea what it is they're even answering about. So while I was on the phone getting no answers, Nick went ahead and actually called Precision Labs, which is the South Carolina manufacturer of Addium itself, and tell them about the experience, Nick.
Well, I had looked on the website. I could only find one source for Precision Labs, and when I did call, they answered promptly. They answered, and I told them, I said, hey, we are a customer of Addium, and we are doing a review on it, and we need to know what ingredients are in it and how much of each item. The woman who had answered the phone, she told me, she said, we do not handle Addium. It's an agriculture lab. So that was the only facility I could find with any reference to Precision Labs. So I couldn't find a number to look for Precision Labs. So what I did is I looked up reviews. I thoroughly looked at reviews, and there was one review particularly that caught my eye, because when I had looked at it, it was on reviewopedia.com, and it was for Addium. It showed false reviews for it, and it basically exposed that Addium does not work. I looked at the comments on the actual review on Reviewopedia, and there was a comment on it that was praising Addium, saying, you know, it worked, they had great results, all these different things. And right above that comment was a woman calling the previous commenter out, and she had posted links and sources that showed that all of the reviews that were done for Addium positively were done in a certain sequence of days, all at the same time. They were the same reviews, same exact word for word reviews, on different websites with different names.
And that was actually supposed to be the manufacturer that he talked to. Precision Labs, LLC, 120 Smith Hines Road, Greenville, South Carolina. And so effectively we got absolutely nothing done. Gratefully, they have a 100% money back guarantee. So the only useful information that I got out of the supervisor at the Addium customer service, or whatever these people do, I got the return number that I needed, and I was promised to get my money back, not for this bottle, which is obviously already open, but for the other bottle that I bought that is not open yet. I'm just grateful that I'm actually getting something back out of this experience, because honestly, we are literally still in our third Addium, and I don't know if you guys can tell a difference in I guess our personalities since we started the video.
I think we're the same.
I think we're the same.
Do you have any different feeling at all? Any caffeine rush? Anything at all?
Not really, bro.
Because I'm really sure for 10 minutes I had a burst of energy. Yeah. And then that was about it. This is on 3 Addium pills.
Even here on the bottle, for increased brain power, unlock your brain's potential. I don't feel unlocked at all. It's quite disappointing. We made a full day out of this experiment. Like, I was actually afraid to take this while driving my car, because I was afraid I was just gonna go into superhuman being mode and just start seeing sounds and hearing colors and all kind of stuff. But yeah, absolutely not. We thought that we would definitely get something out of the deal, and now we're 3 Addiums in. It's pretty clear that it'd be pointless to keep going and take a 4th one. Anyone who's claiming to have awesome success with Addium,
it's probably placebo.
Yeah,
like I said,
it's definitely probably you. if you guys hear anything different, if you've taken Addium and you've experienced anything different, if you call this number and get a better experience than we got, if you call Precision Labs and get a better experience than we got, please feel free to comment below the video. Let us know, because yeah,
we need a different perspective on this. We need somebody else to help us out.
Yeah, I mean, we don't want to be the only one shooting Addium down, especially if it's working for some people out there. But we wanted to give you guys a totally honest review. I mean, if you want to see, we will show you what the pills look like. Little orange and white capsules, so you guys know that these are actual Addium pills. This was a month's supply, and I've still got a few left. I'll probably still finish this bottle since I have to keep it anyway. They won't give me my money back on it since I've opened it. So I'll probably take them, but I mean, there's not really a reason. So if you're thinking about buying Addium, our advice to you would be
no.
It's just not worth it. If you're trying to get things done, if you're really trying to, you know, put your nose to the grindstone and study for an exam, or if you're trying to, I don't know, read books or write something or just do better at work, honestly, I would just
find Adderall.
This is coming from a guy that's actually done Adderall too, so you might want to take his word. And if you can't do that, then I would probably it's probably you. I would probably just work on bettering your concentration, bettering your own focus, training your own mind, because as great as Limitless was, quite honestly, I don't know if it's realistic. I don't know if it's realistic, because
not through Addium.
Not through Addium, it's definitely not.